What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And this is Not Another Damn Podcast. Presented by our damn selves. Episode 146.
Yes.
Hey. Before we get started on this historic episode, gotta shout out the lovely jazz creator of J-Scope.
Hey, girl.
This is the first fitness belt that covers your entire midsection and provides 100% comfort during your workouts. And yes, we're still here. With everything being canceled, we still here.
Yeah, we ain't canceled.
Not canceled. Maybe that's what we call it. Either not canceled or we still here. We still tinkering. What were we going to call it?
We're still fiddling with it.
Yeah. But what a week. What a difference a week makes.
It was all good just a week ago.
And we touched on this a week ago, but now we got a deep dive.
Yeah.
COVID-19, obviously, is what the whole world is talking about.
Yes.
Better known as coronavirus.
Right.
Yeah, so everything's being canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Want to start with the biggie?
Yeah.
The NBA. This past Wednesday night, after Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz tested positive for coronavirus, Adam Silver said, nope,
Yeah,
we're done.
We're
done.
Because they first were saying that they were just going to do like empty arenas.
They were concerned because they were supposed to have a meeting Thursday
right.
about the possibility of doing empty arena, which is what the NCAA had decided earlier in that week.
Right.
They said they were going to do empty shows, and then the NBA said we're going to have our meeting, our owners meeting on Thursday. But then Gobert nixed that after he tested positive. Said nope, you just decided for us. We're not even going to have the meeting anymore.
No.
Meeting's canceled, so it's the season.
So it's the season.
Yeah, they said
indefinitely.
Yep,
right.
suspended indefinitely. Which is a first. Like this first time we're not labor related.
Right.
Every time these players stopped because of labor negotiations, like the '99 lockout, the 2011 lockout.
Right.
Yeah, we remember those vividly. But this is the first time that the season has been because of labor
collective
negotiations.
Bargaining. Not that, but because of
a worldwide pandemic. That's what they're calling it now.
An outbreak,
And it really is crazy out in these streets. As most of you probably know.
Yes.
Maybe I think our downloads go up this week because everybody's going to be in the house. Right. So hopefully we're helping you help entertain you a little bit.
Yeah.
If you are got cabin fever.
Yeah.
We help get you through it.
Just the craziness. And then the viral thing that happened right after Rudy Gobert tested positive. They showed him.
They showed the video from 2 days before. On Monday, he was press conference and he touched all the microphones and the recorders and all of that.
Because he made light of the situation when they were saying.
Because like he was talking about how social distance, what they're saying,
right?
And Rudy was showing that he wasn't worried. I guess he was trying to. So he went and touches everything. The mics, the recorders that are on the desk. Yeah.
And then when he did that, I just cringed when he did that. Mm-hmm. The fact that he just made light of a situation and they was like, and then he had to come back and apologize.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, but you didn't take it serious. You just like touching on everything. And then what makes it worse is that his teammate Donovan Mitchell tested positive also.
Right after.
So there's that myth that black people, we can't get it.
Because that was the joke, all black people can't get
Melanin
that.
protects us. No, it doesn't. Melanin doesn't protect us. It just doesn't.
Like black people never take anything seriously until it hits the home.
Right.
Like back years ago, like when did black people take the AIDS crisis? Like 30 years ago when Magic had it, and then a few years later, Eazy-E.
Right.
That's when black people started taking it serious. They got to hit us like before that. That's gay white men. We ain't worried about that. And then Magic, I was like, oh shit, better strap up.
It's like they would look at Freddie Mercury, people like that, and like, oh yeah, it doesn't affect us. Yeah. But it was a lot of people who can get it, you know, like, and it just wasn't taken as a serious thing. That wasn't our thing to be concerned with.
It has to be like one of us and a celebrity, like what's that, Rudy Gobert. It got to be a black celebrity for us to really, now it's real out here.
And then also Tom Hanks tested positive. He and his wife, Rita Wilson, so it's just,
And this is just beginning for the NBA. The latest on that, I don't know if you heard.
What?
Detroit Pistons, Christian Wood of the Detroit Pistons,
What?
he got it.
He does too?
Yep. So,
oh my gosh.
So now it was outside of Utah. So the league, we're not going to see basketball no time soon.
You said Detroit?
Yeah, Christian Wood of Detroit Pistons.
Oh my gosh.
So
it's not just a Utah thing.
You think maybe it's just the Jazz players? Like, nope. Did the Pistons and the Jazz play? I gotta check that out.
I gotta look too because they.
And Christian Wood is a center, so maybe him and Rudy, maybe they touched if they played the Pistons. I gotta check the schedule for the last days before the cancellation.
They said they were looking at the last 2 weeks of the Jazz's schedule.
I gotta look at this. I'm gonna look at that schedule right now. See like when the Pistons, when did the Pistons and Jazz play? Because I'm curious if they played.
So at this point, it's like everybody. No handshakes, no touching.
Yeah, people still want to shake your hands.
People still want to shake hands.
Somebody tried to shake my hands 3 days. I said, get the fuck away from me.
You might get a mouth shot or hostile.
Yeah. Where they do that at? Y'all ninjas are still shaking hands after all of this?
Don't shake it. Don't touch people. Wash your hands properly. And by washing your hands, you have to scrub your hands for 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. You can sing a chorus of your favorite song. Mm-hmm. Sing a chorus of you can say, "Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh, so clean." You can sing that chorus.
Alphabet song works because everybody knows that.
You
the
can
A,
sing,
B, C, D, E, F, G joint.
I was singing "Living My Life Like It's Golden" when I was watching my hands. Living my life like it's golden.
I've been doing the alphabet since I was a kid. I've been on this song, hand washing shit. Y'all are new to this shit. I've been on that.
Yeah, and I've always washed my hands and been vigilant about it with the kids, like Ariana.
Jazz played the Raptors Monday. That's the game where Rudy touched the mic. So I'm just going over the last. I'm gonna go over the last few games that Jazz played in. You can keep talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but wash your hands.
That was the last team they played before this shit.
Soap and water. And then
Jazz Pistons played last Saturday.
Oh.
So that's probably how Christian Wood got it.
Oh.
Wood is a center. He was guarding Gobert, so there you go. That's where it happened, yeah. So I knew they had to have played them.
Oh, my God.
So now you got to look at every team that played Utah. You got to check every player on every team that played them in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, because then if it's Detroit and then if Detroit played
somebody else,
then somebody else, it just keeps on just
like I said, we're not going to see basketball anytime. I wouldn't be surprised if at least, I'll just cancel the rest of the regular season and try to give it a shot for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Even playoffs, like empty arenas. Just, why not? Just like, I would consider, like, just, like, sorry y'all, you 9th, 10th seeds that are trying to get in. Like, I would just lock it in, whatever the standings are now. Yeah. If I'm the commissioner, I'm like, no, the regular season is done. If we do come back, it will be like May 1st for playoff basketball.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Like if May is still if people are still testing positive in May, then you might have to cancel the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Like you said, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, especially out west, because like the East is like most of the teams are trash and way like mathematically like because you had 9, 10, and 11. Now Washington, Charlotte, and Chicago, none of them are making the playoffs. Because Washington is like 5.5 games out of number 8.
Yeah, it wasn't like
they're not. That means Chicago's further back. Yeah, Chicago's like 7 or 8 games out of the 8th spot. Yeah. With mathematically they're in it, they would have to win every game left, but. When you suck, you're not gonna go on. You don't go on 8-9 game winning streaks when you suck. And and the other teams would have to lose at the same time too. While you go on your 7 or 8 game win streak. So
exactly.
Mathematically, they're not out of it, but they're out of it. Out west is where it was interesting. Like Portland was trying to get in, the Pelicans, San Antonio trying to keep their streak alive. But right now, Memphis is in that 8th spot, and that's probably what it is. Memphis is yours, like we canceling the rest of the regular season.
Yeah, I think
if I'm the commissioner, and then see what happens May 1st. If things seem like they've calmed down a little bit, I'd go no fans, playoff games,
and
no
then
fans.
Even like if you want to be a little more careful, you might just have to do it NCAA way, where it's just one and done. Like you might just have to do the playoffs like that, like instead of doing the best of 7, one and done.
Or it's shortened and maybe best of 5, maybe 2 out of 3, maybe
something. You have to do something. Mm-hmm. You can't do this. Mm-hmm. I just wouldn't do that.
And fans, that's dead because you don't want, like I said, like a lot of cities are canceling large gatherings. Like you said, was it Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado. Yeah, my girlfriend in Colorado said that. She said the governor said anything that's over 250 people.
I heard another state, I believe New York, was saying 1,000 people. So, like, obviously you're not going to have basketball games like 25,000 people in the stands.
Exactly.
Like, so even if they do resume for the playoffs, just empty arenas. It's not going to happen. It's like, we can watch that shit at home. You can't go to the game, though.
Exactly.
We watch at home. I was watching SmackDown this past Friday. They did it live from their performance center, is what they call it. It's basically like they train facility. They call it the performance center. It was like the creepiest shit. It was like no audience, just the wrestlers. And they're still like cutting promos with no audience. That's what made it creepy. It's like they still like
the boringest shit ever, right?
Hey, cutting a promo. Like the matches are one thing because like that's the action, but you still like you get on a mic cutting a promo like yes. And next week we're gonna like it's like with no audience. It's like because like you get the reaction from the crowd. It's like or boo, you suck. It's like it's like none of that. Just quiet as hell. I'm like, this is so creepy.
Like we're living in the Twilight Zone. Like, this is really a lot right now. I'm just trying to process all of this.
And that's just sports. Like, for let's say NBA, then NCAA after like NBA like started and then other sports followed their lead. NCAA canceled March Madness.
Then March Madness to be key. This is the first time in our life that we've ever seen March Madness.
Usually this is around the time. That's what I posted. I would throw those brackets out. If this is around the time people start putting their bracket together, but trying to get the perfect bracket, which nobody ever has.
Everybody tries to like do their $1 billion gamble at H&R Block.
Their $1 billion bracket, which nobody's ever gonna win that shit.
Everybody,
everybody thinks they're
the one. You gotta go for it, but you always know it's going to be upsets. It's always going to be upset. It's never going to be what you. It's never going to be what you thought.
Or that'd be your bracket like canceled. Like, would that count? It's not. I feel like fuck out of here with that bull. I wrote canceled on my bracket.
You're in my billion.
Yeah, we canceling your billion. Too. We ain't canceled on this check and shit too. There you go.
That's funny. But
page of the order of canceled. Here you go. $1 billion check to pay to canceled.
But
NHL followed after that, so hockey's done.
Baseball postponed the opening day.
Like they the spring training is supposed to start now. They said we're pushing that back. That's done. Yeah, it's like the regular season opened like first week of April. Like that's probably not going to happen.
No, it's not.
What else? NASCAR had already said like they were doing empty arenas. I don't know if they've canceled, but they said but just the cars on the track with no audience now. So like NASCAR's PGA was doing the golf with no audience which is fine. Because golf audiences suck anyway. Except Happy Gilmore, those were lit.
For birdie. Yeah. Going for birdie.
So we don't need them. But large gatherings, that shit is done, man.
Yeah, it's dead,
Like NBA, I think should just, like, don't even try to have any more regular season games. Just cancel the rest of them. And May 1, it's like, okay, if May 1 things have calmed down a little bit, we're going to have them in empty buildings.
And then even...
no audience.
And now, like, it's affecting work. Like, a lot of, like, companies are encouraging people just to work from home.
See, if you can, work from home.
Like, work from home. But unfortunately, with my job, I really can't work from home from my job. But like you say, you think that they should did like our visits.
At least did that part of the job.
Right, because in my job, we do have to go out in the field and we do have to see people.
Put that on hold indefinitely. But
I think that they should protect us because it's like we're on the front lines with my job and what I do. And it's scary. Like, trying to be out there and it's really scary. It is.
I don't even want to, I'm feeling comfortable teaching the classes at the media school. I had a class this past Thursday. This dude kept coughing like, and here's the thing now, that open mouth cough shit is dead.
Yeah.
Like I almost kicked him out. It's like, cover up. You should have been covering up for years. It's just common courtesy. Yeah. Well, you still have an open mouth cough now.
We know that, like...
Where they do that at?
I know, like, everybody's on high alert for coronavirus and everything, but it's still, you have to keep in mind, it is allergy season. It is.
Cover up.
And a lot of people...
And you said that, he said, I'll cough off. He said, it's not that.
And a lot of people do
my thing, I say, I'm not...
You still have to cover it.
That's my thing. I say, I'm not criticizing you for coughing, but cover up. Yeah. Especially now, like... You making people uncomfortable.
Yeah, don't be at the thing about somebody coughing and you like just act like, oh my gosh, you got it or whatever. No, it's like
some students were acting like that. Yeah, I'm not criticizing you for coughing. I just cover up.
Because you could have bronchitis, you could have asthma. Like I'm asthmatic myself.
Yeah, you might smoke. It's like I don't. Yeah, it could be any reason why you're coughing.
It's like, but
you're
always
a chain smoker.
Always
like
cover and like. My baby covers. Like Ariana, like she knows to turn. She's 4. Like and she turns and she coughs into her sleeve.
She's 4, not 40, like the student was.
And Ariana does it at 4. Ariana washes her hair for 20 seconds at 4. I mean, like my daughter does this at 4. So you grown ass people can do it. If my 4-year-old can do it, you grown people can do it.
Up. I said I'm not criticizing you for coughing, but cover up. Especially nowadays, you should have always been covering up just for common courtesy because it's nasty.
Yeah.
But especially now because like you really make people uncomfortable with just open coughing. It's like we don't do that anymore.
Just sneezing.
We don't do that here in Wakanda. Yeah.
I'm just like over like this. Like, don't touch it. Like you like with the hands. Like I'm like really.
Somebody went in for it. Like,
I saw somebody shake hands with somebody on Friday after we talked about that shaking hands. And they said, well, if I'm going to get it, I'm just going to get it. And I just looked at her like, you dumbass. Like,
you know who allegedly shook hands after the president?
The president. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I saw that video. Was that after? Like, I don't know. Like, people post shit and like, it's so, he always says this line, but there's a lot of fake news about it. So I was like, did he really shake hands after this shit or not? I don't know. But if he did, then like really, I'm like, I don't know if he did or not.
When that reporter asked him the question about like how you disassembled the task force, and then he didn't answer the question.
Oh, he did test negative. Because like he took his test earlier today, as we recorded this on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because I did see that because Trump did take his test and it came back negative. So. For those that were wishing that Trump had it, sorry, he ain't got it.
That's good that he took it.
He did get the test.
That's good that he did take his test and everything. But
especially they say like it's most susceptible to hit seniors, so like the old people definitely need to be tested.
And he doesn't seem like he's in great health. His diet is trash and
you saw his State of the Union. You saw not the State of the Union. You saw his address about this on Wednesday night.
I didn't.
It was the same night that they were canceling the NBA and all that shit. Like Trump gave his address and all that. Was that Wednesday? Yeah, I think it was Wednesday when all this was happening.
I think I fell asleep early.
Yeah, he looked kind of off to me. I guess because I've never watched the Trump one of those Trump addresses. I tend to tune out when he speaks.
Yeah.
Like all the other presidents I've watched, like Obama, I've watched it. I remember Bush's 9/11 one, for example.
Yeah, I remember the Bush one. Yeah,
but that's probably the first time I watched a Trump address, and it still felt like an episode of The Apprentice to me. Still didn't feel like a real address. Felt like what's the name? Alec Baldwin on SNL felt like that. Like him giving watching a Trump address.
It felt like satire still.
First time I watched one, it didn't feel real because it's Trump. Yeah, so it was like he looked kind of off. I was like, well, maybe that's just how he looks all the time. I've never watched the Trump address.
And then also, like, schools have closed.
Yep.
Like in our state of Illinois, Governor Pritzker shut down. Like schools will be closing on Tuesday. All public and private and charter will be closed. Yeah. Will be closing starting Tuesday, March 17th until March 30th. So they're going to be closed for 2 weeks. And they said during that time frame,
deep clean.
They're going to be doing deep cleans on all the schools and everything because someone tested positive. A staff tested positive at a CPS school,
That's
high
why
school.
They shut it down.
Yeah, at CPS high school.
That person was Rudy Gobert. Like, when one person tests positive, you got to shut the whole thing down.
And there was somebody at a high school that tested positive, a staff that tested positive at a CPS high school. And after one person, it's like, now it's in CPS, so let's be, vigilant about it. So they said that Monday, they're going to give the teachers a chance to, like, give a curriculum to, like, the kids, like, so they can have stuff to take home and do while they're home. And then also they said that like a lot of people's concerns was like a lot of children, this is their only meal, like their only meal.
They depend on the school
for
food.
On school
like the
lunches,
school lunch, school breakfast. Like a lot of them depend on that.
So they said that from 9 to 1 p.m. they're going to have like the food service outside. At my daughter's school, because I got the email and everything, I got the phone call, and they said it's going to be...
You can still come by and get a meal.
It's going to be there, so they're going to give out the 2 meals, and you could take it for the amount of kids that you have at your house, so you could take the meals with you. So they will provide meals for the children, so they won't go hungry.
And we've set up, the media school hasn't been canceled yet, but they made arrangements for if that does happen. They've said that they already trained us, and we had to download this app for like if we have to do these classes remotely.
Yeah.
Or you could video conference like with that. They already they put the measures in place.
They're being ahead of the game,
it's like it hasn't been canceled, but it seems like it's leaning towards that way with everything being canceled. Mm-hmm. But they put measures in place like for us to teach the classes like remotely, like via video conference.
Yeah, it's just wild. And then also what I've been like is that what I see even people in the community, they're like people are just rallying around this, saying that if I can help, because I saw like several people posted saying that if I can help, I'm not going to let any children go hungry. Like if it's me just making some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or me giving a kid a bowl of cereal, like I have stuff that I can like donate to the community, you know, because in a crisis situation, we have to rally around each other. We do. We have to rally around each other. So
speaking of doing some good in the hood, let's circle back to the NBA one more time.
Yeah.
Got to shout out Mark Cuban, Dallas Mavericks owner.
Absolutely.
He said he's going to take care of because you think about the NBA like shutting down, it doesn't just affect the players and the coaches. All of them are millionaires, players, coaches, they all got money. Yeah. It's like, but
owners are billionaires. Yeah.
Well, they don't count. Yeah, they all they own the team.
I just had to throw them in. They billionaires. I had to throw them in.
But think about your arena workers and like and mop boys and like the people like that. It's a lot of people that this affects. Yeah, and most of these workers are minimum wage, and these are seasonal jobs.
Right.
Like you don't get benefits, you don't get sick pay, you don't get vacation pay. These are like seasonal jobs. So if you don't work, you don't get paid.
And you may have been dependent on that money, you know.
Of course, yeah. They
you know what I mean? You may have been like heavily dependent on, like if you're living paid, if you like.
Imagine if you're not getting your check, like I said, like hypothetically till May 1st, like from now until May 1st, you're not getting a check all that time.
Like, okay, this is
about that.
This is my grocery money. This is my gas money.
My rent money is like a lot is going to happen.
Child care costs, you know, or whatever. Because my same girlfriend who's in Colorado, I know years and years ago.
She was an arena worker.
She was an arena worker because she was a ticket taker at the arena. So, I mean.
You think about your ticket takers, your concession workers, your people that clean the building. Is like, there's a lot of people that are involved.
A lot of people involved in it.
Ushers that got to usher you to your seat. It's like, it's a lot of workers. Security that works these buildings.
Yeah, if you think about the people when we go to the United Center for the Bulls.
All of those people, like, if there's no games, they're not getting paid.
They're not millionaires. None of them are, so.
Like I said, the mop boys that mop the sweat up when, like, your players die for a loose ball. Yeah. It's like, all of those people are out of work. The people shooting T-shirts is like, it's like the cheerleaders. There's a lot of people that are out of work now. And, like, you got to take care of them. Cuban is taking care of it, and then the other players have set up things, too. Like, Kevin Love set up something for the Cavaliers. Zion Williamson with the Pelicans. Yeah. He said 30 days he's taking care of it.
I saw Steph Curry and Aisha Curry.
The Currys, like they're
working with a food bank to help Oakland because they said 18,000 children are going to be affected by not being able to go to school. So they're working with food banks to make sure that the children don't go hungry. So
I still haven't heard shit from our Chicago Bulls. Come on, Jerry Reinsdorf. I'm just saying.
Yeah, come on, CPS. Come on, CPS is big. Come on now. You gotta, take your mind.
Hey, Zach, you could do something. Zion is doing something. He's a rookie. Zach can throw a couple $100,000 out there.
Come on, Kobe White.
Zach got a nice contract.
Come on, Larry Marketing. Come on.
Yeah. Donate some toilet paper, which we're gonna talk about. Some Charmin and shit. Yeah.
Even though you're not here. Hey, Derrick Rose, we missed you. Derrick Rose, come on, Pooh.
First get tested, though, because you do play for the Pistons. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Handle that first, D. Rose. And then worry about giving back. Yeah. Get that test, come back negative, and then go get that test. Blake Griffin, all the Pistons need to be tested now.
All of them need to be.
Because, after one of your teammates, because you saw what happened with the Jazz, like Donovan Mitchell right after Gobert.
Yeah. And I think, didn't the House bill, didn't they pass a bill, I think, where they're trying to get where you can get paid for your for leave? I think
they're setting up something.
I think they are.
If people can't leave the house, which is a lot of you probably know, if stuff does get shut down, the big cities are going to get hit first.
Right.
because like this virus is spread through crowds.
Right.
You got a city of like 7 million. It's like that's a lot of people.
Like New York, yeah.
It's a lot of germs. Like
Chicago's like what, 3 million?
3.5, something like 3.
Like with the surrounding suburbs and everything, it's like 3.5 million in Chicago.
That's so a lot of germs like being shared. It's like the cities are gonna get like I'll put my business like where we live. Our neighbors is like a few hundred feet from us.
Yeah.
Like it's like But if you live like in a rural area where your next neighbor's like 5 miles away, it's like you're less likely to come in contact with something.
People, right.
If you live in like one of these little rural towns with farming, like say your next neighbor's like another 5 miles down the road.
Going southern Illinois, like central and southern Illinois is spread out.
But if they do start quarantining, like if you live in a city, that they coming for you first. That's my prediction. Like if they shut the city of Chicago down, will you be straight?
And then like with your kids, like being like your kids not being able to go to school, it's like, but you still have to go to work. It's like, but what if you don't have child care for your child?
They're probably gonna put something in place for like compensation, like if you have to miss work.
Because they definitely do. Because it's like you expect to take your child to school every day on your way to work, and then now your child is you can't leave your child home alone, and then like you may not have a resource to place your child with.
Crisis pay or something they call that.
Yeah, they need to like make accommodations, like we said, because everybody can't work from like I said about my position. Like I'm hoping that they do say that. These visits, like let's stop these visits, like just for now. Let's stop these visits for now.
Even if they don't cancel work, at least like let's stay in the office.
Stay in the office.
Stay your ass in the office.
Well, even let us work from home because, like, I mean, we can log into the server. Like, I know how to log. I can take my work computer home and let me log into the server from home. I have Wi-Fi.
That's the beauty of working radio. I
got Wi-Fi in my house. So
just like we do this podcast from the crib, I'm gonna be doing Oz Radio on your overnights from the crib. I can do this. I'm set up. I can do the show remotely. What the hell are you doing up at 4 o'clock in the night? I can do the show remotely. I'm already set up for that.
I'm remotely in my damn house. That's where I'm doing the hell up.
I won't have to be there. But even with working in the studio, that's the beauty of working overnights. There's nobody in there.
You're by yourself. Because that's why I said to you.
I keep my door closed the whole time.
That's why I said to you. I said, this is a time where you're happy that you work alone.
Yes. It's the only thing I don't like is teaching the class. And if they tell us we do it remotely, I say, beautiful.
Then you're good. You totally are like away from everyone.
Station, we got to meet another day. Shout out Bam. Is like she said, we're not until further notice, no guests allowed. I said I have no problem with that whatsoever. Exactly. The less the better.
Exactly.
Because with these like groups, they have entourages. Like you might just be interviewing 1 or 2 people, but then they might have like 15 people with them. It's like
all of MC Hammer back in the day.
Exactly.
Like, who are all these people?
I don't know how many of them got coronavirus. Like, well, how many were these people?
Who are you? Oh, I'm part of the crew. What? Who are you? Like, why are you here?
I don't know. And let's get back to it's not just sports that's affected. It's the mass hysteria surrounding.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
People like I've been like a day or 2 ahead of the curve on this. And I'm not psychic. I just pay attention to what's going on.
The trends. Like you watch trends, basically. Yeah.
Well, most people are like watching foolishness. It's like me. I'm looking at the news and just paying attention. I'm like, so something's going to happen and shit. Like I had my hand sanitizer like 4 days before people started hitting stores for that.
Yeah, I had mine like a week before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, something's going to happen. I had mine like, and then the next thing to go was the cleaning supplies, like your hand sanitizer, your wipe, not your your Lysol and your wipes Lysol, and all that.
Wipes, yeah.
I had that about 2 days before, like the shelves were empty.
I had mine like a week before. Yeah.
And then the next thing was toilet paper. I had that about 3 days before people started acting stupid over it.
Yeah, here's the advantage of having a Sam's Club membership because like a couple months ago I bought the 36-pack of Sam's Club. And I bought that a couple months ago, and it's still a lot in my closet. And
then the next thing was, okay, if you're going to be in the house, you got your toilet paper. Like, what are you going to be shitting out? Like, what's your food? So,
yeah.
So then I had bought some cans food. I got some frozen food for this is where, like, somebody had one of those meat chests they went in right now.
Right.
You know, like, so you got like 6 months worth of meat in that
freezer, yeah.
Yeah, you got one of them meat freezers. You know exactly.
Deep freezer.
Looks like a coffin. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking
about. Which I keep on saying that I'm going to get. I think I'm going to just buckle down and get one.
If you have one, you're winning right now.
In your deep freezer.
You like, I'm straight. Yeah. I got enough meat to last me till the end of the year. And then,
like, if you have, Like I got me pasta, like my dry goods. I bought some pasta.
I got some boxes of pasta. I got me some rice. I got canned food.
We eat pasta in here.
Mm-hmm.
I love my.
I got frozen vegetables. Like I got like if I'm quarantined, I'm straight. Mm-hmm. It's like, and that's like I call that my crisis stash if something happens.
Right.
I'm eating my regular like fresh food and everything. Like that stuff is just if I can't leave the house. That's why I got that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm straight. I'm not gonna touch any of that. If they say, yeah, we shut down for 2 weeks or shut down for a month, I'm like, well, I got mine. So
right.
So then like when people started hitting the stores like this past Friday for a couple of reasons because of this coronavirus and because it was payday. So that's why all of the mess really happened Friday. It's like, and now people on Saturday were posting all the empty shelves in stores because Friday is when like people went, like they lost their shit literally.
Which I guess people still don't know about the store in my neighborhood because it's new or whatever. Because like the shelves were still
and just insert the hood the hood is probably just not taking it that serious.
Yeah, the shelves were still looking pretty good where I'm at.
Because you go to South Loop and West Loop is more emptier than if you go into the South Side. I'm just you need stuff. Check out the South Side.
Shout out Mike Lewis saying like they always have stuff at the gas station. So go to the gas station. You'll find your toilet paper at the gas station.
But there's all that is. It's like people just really.
And then people were actually fighting over toilet. It was like a viral video. I saw people like they were actually like in a fist fight over some toilet paper.
And I smiled. I'm like, got my toilet paper.
Oh my god! That's why I was like, this is the advantage of being a Sam's Club member. I bought this months ago. My toilet paper months ago.
And it's the advantage of like by us being so close to I found you were almost out of Lysol and I found a stash.
Yeah, you found a Lysol.
I'm not telling you where because it might still be some there, but it's probably not at this point. But I'm gonna check and see if it's still. And I said I found a stash. That give me some. Like,
yeah, if you happen to go in there again, it's still some. Then pick me up some more too.
Yeah, if I go back and it's still like some left, I'll see.
Yeah, pick me up some more.
I'll pick up a few more.
Yeah, pick up a few more.
Pick me up a few more.
And then I'll quick pay you.
Yeah,
let me know I'll quick pay you. See, that's like, use your resources. Like, me and Oz had that thing. I'm like, if I'm out and I see it, I got you, you out, you got me, and we just quick pay each
other. Just ask, like, yeah, like, you need some. I'd be like, no, I'm straight. Or like, oh, yeah, grab me some. Just like, yeah.
Yep.
That's what we're on right now.
It's real in these streets. It's very real. And people... I mean, like, let's say, like, use proper sanitizer. Like, if you do the hand sanitizer.
So you need at least 60% alcohol.
Yeah, they said don't use the Bath and Body Works. They said because it's just glitter. They said it's 10% alcohol.
So you gotta check the alcohol. I say at least 60. Most of mine say 70 is what I say. That should say at least 60. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Coronavirus survives through that 10 and shit. It dies over 60. Yeah. But it's crazy out here in these streets. It really is like as the apocalypse. It feels like
Endgame.
Yeah,
like it's like what's going on?
Mad Max is like we saw all these movies. Like here's
and then they put like stuff on Netflix. I think they put Contagion on Netflix and like Outbreak and stuff like that. I was like, why'd you put these on the
Terminator? Is like all
now you're gonna have our brains like because you're in the house and you're going to be watching Netflix. You can't leave.
Yeah. That's another thing. You couldn't pay me to go see a movie. It's way too close. What they call it, social distance. I don't like people near me. It's like all of my weird quirks are like, I want people look at me because I never like being people all over me. I was like, give me like, an arm's length and shit. Like, I never like being up under people.
Space.
Some people just be all up in your space. I've never been like that. Now, like, Oz was right.
Marcus always talks about the way that Marcus always talks about the way you shake hands because he was like, Oz never gives like a firm handshake. I said, Oz don't like shaking hands. And then Oz was right.
I hate that shit.
Because you never shook hands.
I've always hated that shit.
You never. Marcus said, yeah, he said it makes sense now that Oz, because he's like, when he would shake your hand, he like really don't want to touch your hand when he shakes your hand.
I'm looking for some hand sanitizer after I'll shake somebody's hand. I can get that. I can tell. I can admit that now publicly without being shamed. Yeah. I'm like, as soon as you're out of my sight, I'm reaching for the hand sanitizer. Yeah. Now I can I can come clean now. Yeah, literally, pun intended. I can come clean now. If you shake my hand like pretty much in
10 seconds life, later, I'm gonna have. As soon
as I notice he gone, that's been me.
I'm thinking about. I said, well, once when the craziness dies down, because when I was at one of my provider's homes, like doing her visit, and then she actually had like like the dispenser on her wall or whatever, like the hand sanitizer. You know, at the doctor, she had one of those already installed. I was like, this is a good idea. I was like, I think I might just install that in my house too, because
I wouldn't mind having one.
You just never know. Yeah. I mean, it's like with these. I mean, you come in my house, it'd be right there by the doors, and then you just hit the sanitizer. You come in my house, rub your hands, and
make that required and shit.
Yeah, hit the sanitizer when you come in my house.
The first thing you do when you walk in, hit the sanitizer. Put a sign next to it like, you must use. Yes, you don't use this, you can't enter the house.
So basically, I gotta go. Basically, I gotta make my mindset like when I first had my kids, because remember when I first had my Ariana and Marcus said he was gonna make everybody wear masks.
Now everybody's wearing masks. I forgot to mention that the masks were the first thing to go. I didn't get a mask because I don't think I need one, but who knows?
Because Marcus said he was going to make everybody wear a mask. We had Ariana, if you come by the house, he's like, you got to wear a mask, you got to have sanitizer. So basically, I'm just going to act like I have a newborn again, basically.
But I've been like a few days ahead of the curve on all of this shit, just by paying attention.
Yeah, you have to be, because... I mean, the second that you be like, uh-oh, now it's serious. Now
I'm not telling y'all next what I'm noticing. I'll tell you, man.
Yeah, we'll talk off air.
I'll pay attention to all of this shit.
You gotta watch the trends with stuff you do. Because you don't want to be out there with your pants down. And
like, I'm straight. I got everything I need.
Yeah, I've just been keeping an eye, just making sure that, you know, for, like, you know, we're fine for, like, 2 weeks. We're fine.
Like I could always use a little more sanitizer, but I'm good.
Yeah, me too. Like
I'm
I wish
good for like a few months now.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
Wish I had a little more, because that's one thing. Yeah, that you can't have too much of that.
Right.
Well, except for these idiots with like 100 bottles, but yeah.
Why would you? And that's my thing. Is like these people who are like hoarding stuff away. Like, why do that? Like, why like buy 100 rolls of toilet paper? Why do that? And now, like, the people who really need it...
Like I said, you created a shortage by acting like it was a shortage.
By acting like a nut.
Because it wasn't a shortage when you, like, went out acting nutty. Now it really is a shortage. Now it really is. It turned a fake shortage to an actual shortage. Now it really is a toilet paper shortage
and now the
a
people
sanitizer shortage.
Who really need it, like, we talk about, like, the elderly people are the ones who... can be affected worse by it, because...
And that's why with all of these fatalities, like, people talking about how many people died, like... 80% of those people are like seniors.
Right.
The boomers are the ones that get hit by this. Yeah.
Which is why our mom talked about that, and she said like the senior facility they've closed down.
Yeah, they did that before, like even before the NBA and other stuff. They were the first thing they shut down.
Yeah, because like they have activities there or whatever, and like they've closed their activities because it's like we don't want all these people coming through and then these seniors in here and.
You can wipe out the whole building.
And think about it, like, this is their home, like a nursing home. This is where they live. So it's like you're just coming for an activity.
Somebody comes in that has an open mouth cough like that student. You wipe out the whole building. It's like
exactly. With these seniors, I mean, just be more respectful. Be mindful of you. And then I saw another nasty video, and there was this guy. I think he was like on the bus or something, and like he put his hand in his mouth. And then, like, he, like, touched on, like, the bar, you know.
Oh, the bar where
you the bar where you hold. Because when he was, like, you know, picking in his teeth or something in the way. And then he just, like, put his hand on the...
That's why I'm so glad I drive.
And that's exactly what I said. I'm glad I don't have to take public transportation.
I haven't been on the bus in 20 years. I'm so glad.
Like, I'm so glad.
Thank God, man.
Like, I have it. Like, my kids... They're like, oh, I don't ride like my kids don't know about riding the bus or the train or nothing. My kids don't know
I feel kind of bad because like the buses and trains always already been a nasty place.
Yeah.
Now, like I would be like, I'd wear a fucking mask if I was on those. Like, I get if you see like everybody on the train with a mask, I'd wear a mask definitely.
I wear my Doc Brown radiation suit.
My Devo suit, as they kept calling. You got a Devo suit? Yeah, I'm rocking a Devo suit.
Sound like Vader.
Take that, you mutated son of a bitch. I'll beat a mutated son of a bitch.
That's what I have if I had to ride public transportation.
My name is Darth Vader.
Right, the Vader.
Planet Volcon. I'll play some Eddie Van Halen with my Walkman and everything.
It's just touching stuff. It's just, I mean, you have to take it serious. Like, we're not trying to scare, but I mean, I'm just being real. Like,
This is a public service announcement. Shout out Jay-Z. That's what it is.
Yeah.
This is a public service.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
That's what this is your public service announcement, which I made my students write. I said last week about coronavirus. They had to do a 30-second
And then
PSA.
my thing, I just reiterate, wash your damn hands. And wash your hands properly.
Yeah.
Wash your hands properly. Wash and get under the nails. Scrub the back of your hands, in between your fingers. If you have on rings, go where your rings are. Like, go around your rings.
Even better, take the motherfuckers off while you're washing it.
Yeah. Because if you are going to go on the rings and just be very, very mindful.
Rachel Ray, that shit rings off.
Rings off. Be very mindful of what you're doing.
But it's bad out here.
And don't touch your damn face or your eyes.
Yeah. Especially without washing it. If you have to touch your face, wash your hands first.
Right.
Let's say if you are if you have to let's say you wear contacts, you taking them out, wash your damn hands. If you have to touch your face, just wash your hands first. Because that's how you get it.
Right.
Because that's to enter. You don't just get it from touching somebody. You have to touch them, and then that's to get in you. And you have a lot of holes in your face.
Yeah, your eyes, your nose,
mouth. It's a lot of ways to enter. Yeah. So you touch your face, you scratch your eye, it gets through the tear duct. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a lot of ways for it to get into you. You scratch your nose, is in there. Yeah. You eat something without washing your hands, you ate it, and so just wash your damn hands. That would solve a lot of problems.
And don't touch anything.
Especially me.
People touch you, get the fuck away from me.
Just somebody tried to shake my hand just a couple of days ago. They really be on that. Anything? I'm
and then also they canceled the St. Patrick's Day stuff got canceled.
Oh yeah, this is they didn't dye the river green, none of that shit. Nope.
Because initially Chicago was still trying to have it because even in Ireland, they was we canceled the St. Patrick's. Everybody was
I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Trump travel ban from all of Europe.
Yep.
Which we have a cousin that's in Europe right now. He's in Paris, I want to say. And so
I think so.
His mother's freaking out now because he can't get back. So he's just stuck over there indefinitely. Because Trump said all travel, no, because Italy is shut down.
Right.
Whole country is imagine that. Whole country is quarantined, basically. Yeah. Italy shut down. But we have a cousin that's in France right now. So our prayers and thoughts going out to him. Yeah. That he makes it through this safely because he can't come home.
I thought they said that if you were an American citizen, you could if you got tested. I thought they said that.
I didn't see that. Maybe they said. I know Trump says a ban.
I know, if you're
incoming from Europe.
Yeah, I know if you're from there, you can't come. But I think if
can citizens come? I don't know. I didn't see that.
I have to look and see. I hope that you can, because it's if you were on vacation, then your vacation's supposed to end and everything.
Think about when you're on vacation, you only have
so many vacation days and this
and not only that, but you didn't bring enough drawers to last year. Definitely, you only brought so many clothes over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you wear the same drawers over there. You only brought so much.
So it's you gotta think about that. But I
don't know if Americans can come back in, or if it's just foreigners that are. I know Trump did put that ban on international from Europe, all of Europe.
Because I don't think that's fair if you were a citizen, you can't come back. I don't think that's fair. I think obviously they do the precaution and test and do all that. But it's I was just on vacation. I planned my vacation months ago before this even happened. So. And now I'm stuck in limbo. I'm stuck right now, and that's
Hopefully our cousin is safe. Yeah. He's in the fashion, and that's why he's over there. So hopefully.
The St. Patrick's Day thing in Chicago was trying to hold on at first.
Still trying to dye the fucking river green.
We have
that bullshit.
Because we have it's the big
all
Irish
town,
community,
they have the Irish
and the big
parades,
Irish stuff is over southwest side
and
of Chicago.
Then downtown as a parade. There's a lot of Irish.
Because I remember I was part of. I got some of the aftermath of the South Side Irish Day parade because when I was working at the job I was working at, our store got hit. A lot. We were in that area where it was the heavily Irish community.
And our dad's shop, I used to work up north. They come in with their green beer, drunk as hell. All the white people, let's call it what they come in the store drunk as
Everybody's
hell.
a little Irish on St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah. But yeah, they canceled all that. It's like been the quietest St. Patrick's Day like ever. When I was out in the streets earlier, nothing going on. It's dead out in these streets, man.
Yeah. But flights are cheap and people are like starting.
Oh, that's the thing, yeah. I got a friend that says she got round trip to Vegas, $100. So it's $50 each way, it's like $49 each way. Round trip plane fares. So if you need a flight, they are dirt cheap right now.
Let's talk about Vegas. They cut down the buffets.
Shout out, Mom. You couldn't pay me to go to Golden Corral right now. Buffet. Bet you go to that the buffet and the you go to the Horseshoe Buffet right now, you probably walk right in. Because usually it'd be popping in that buffet. I'm sure there's nothing going on there right now. I should have posted on my social media about bet you ain't no lines at Chipotle now. You can probably walk right in and get what you want. I dare somebody to go. Chipotle fully had coronavirus before coronavirus was a thing. That we invented this coronavirus shit. It didn't start in China. It started at Chipotle. Right? Chipotle. People been getting sick in Chipotle years ago. Bet you ain't nobody going there now.
Yeah, that's over with.
Yeah. Another thing, pay attention to what's coming down. I don't know if you've been paying. Yeah, your gas prices.
Yeah,
ain't nobody traveling. I got some $2.12 gas on Friday. It's gonna be under $2 pretty soon. It's like
the good old days when I first started driving. When I first got my first car.
Gas was $2.12. I saw in Indiana just Friday.
Because when I got my first car, gas was around $2 a gallon. I remember you complained about it being so high.
Yeah.
And now to get $2 gas, you would like almost wreck your car.
Exactly.
Like if you saw
$2,
you almost wreck your car now.
Because if nobody's traveling, like nobody's driving, people are staying in the house. So gas prices are plummeting. Also, if you own stock, that shit is in the toilet.
Yeah.
Back to the toilet paper again. Hopefully, unless you own stock in toilet paper, then you're probably making money. It's like I stopped going on Robinhood.
Yeah, I looked and I was like, I just looked earlier today and I was like,
I stopped checking it.
Yeah.
If they do have safeguards in place now, I think if the market drops more than like 11 points. Mm-hmm. Within 15 minutes, they shut down all trading.
Right.
So we'll never have a crash again because they're just if it keeps happening the next day it drop. If it keeps happening each day, then that's how you could have a crash. But they are dead to all trade. It's Wall Street are shut down. So okay, we done lost 15 points in 15 minutes. Shut this shit down.
Right.
If it loses another 15 and then the day after that, that's how you could have the crash. But they have safeguards in place where it won't have a crash. I think they set that up after the 08 shit.
Right, the 08 recession.
They said we're going to have to put safeguards in place to keep these crashes. So if it drops over a certain, but yeah, all my stock is worthless. I own penny stocks now almost.
Because I was looking down, I was like, yep, I see everything. This stock was $3 before. Now it's 80 cents. Now it's 80 cent stock.
I had a stock that was worth over $100 earlier this year, and now it's like $30. Yeah, it's bad out here.
Yikes!
It's bad.
Yikes!
We're the roaring 20s for real, because the depression was in the 20s, and now we're in the 20s. Yes, these are the roaring 20s. We are our grandparents.
That we are gonna, our kids are gonna say, we lived through Ariana Khalil can say, we lived through
the roaring 20s. Which because they'd be like our grandparents' age by the time like the late 20s,
right, yeah,
the 2080s, like
right.
That.
And then they can
they'd be that age. They'd be telling their grandkids about the roaring 20s. Yeah, I was little, but I remember that.
Yeah, and my mom had to do this and this and this and that. My mom and my dad had to.
Yeah, my mom and my dad bought up all this toilet paper.
Mom and dad were straight because they planned ahead.
Yeah. Mom couponed, so she's straight.
I wish I would have kept all coupon. I stopped.
You used to have the closet.
I used to have the whole closet. My closet was man.
You used to have the closet.
But after I had Khalil, I got out of coupon because it just became a lot trying to
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it became a lot. But I'm gonna
saved a lot of money, but it was a pain in the
ass. But I'm gonna make time. Now that Khalil is starting to get a little older. Ariana's older now, so it's now I can get back to focusing and get back to my couponing because Khalil is getting bigger now. So,
yeah,
but crazy in these streets.
This is I think that's all I had to say about the coronavirus.
Yes. Like I said, we had to address it.
And we almost got a whole episode out of this. Like, it's a couple of other things I'll address.
Yeah, a couple of hot takes to hit on.
It's a lot.
I mean, we had to digest and go through everything.
Because we touched on it a little bit last week, because that's when all the sanitizer and all of that was
the mass hysteria was starting.
Mass hysteria was starting. And that was nothing compared to what it. So I even want to see what's going to happen next week. Like, I'm hoping that this is the worst, but who knows?
Yeah.
I thought last week was the worst. So
I'm hoping that this is the
because this last week, remember, was still NBA. Everything was all of that was I'm expecting like WrestleMania to be canceled. That's supposed to be coming up beginning. Like, nobody you having no wrestling event like with 80,000 fans.
Coachella got postponed. Yeah.
South by Southwest, we talked about that. Got canceled. Yeah. So it's real out here in these streets, man.
I'm sure, like the Taste Chicago. I'm sure that's dead. The Taste Chicago.
I wouldn't go.
Right.
Shit.
I mean, I'm sure that's dead. The Taste Chicago.
Rest in peace, Judson Todd Allen.
Right. The whatchamacallit is Lollapalooza probably is going to get canceled.
Because that's like close to 1 million people that'll be out there in the park. Mm-hmm. You don't want that. It's too soon. Yeah. A lot of people might still have the virus by summertime. Mm-hmm. They probably not going to have that.
Yeah. Just be careful in your crowds and don't touch it.
What about Billiken? I'm thinking about all of that stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
It's a lot, man.
That's like stuff that you
just take for granted. I've been in Bud Billiken for almost 20 years now. I've been in the parade.
And we go every year to cheer you on. Like,
you started, it says it's a tradition. You started bringing your kids now.
Yeah. Right. So me, mom, and the kids be out there, and then we sit.
Always hop off the float, like,
and you see us.
Acknowledge y'all.
And then you always put us like on live or whatever, like streaming you do, like whether it's Instagram.
Yeah, I've done Instagram, I've done Snapchat, I've done Facebook, I've done them all. I might have tried a TikTok this one. If it's still there, I might do a funny TikTok from the Bud Billiken.
I remember you had Ariana on one video.
Yeah. If they have it, maybe I'll do a funny TikTok.
And then we even made it on TV because like the news crew, because they came out that was epic. And they put me and Ariana on TV.
and I kind of made that too because like
you were messing with Bozo.
They showed a clip of Bozo, and you see me in the background on the mic. So that's when I was talking trash to Bozo.
You were messing with Bozo.
He was probably responding to some ignorant shit I said. He was doing something goofy. I was like, yeah, that's me right there. Which like some of that stuff should have made TV, like the track. Like I wish I'd have been filming some of that stuff. I'm no comedian, but that shit was fun. Like you think about you like kind of living out your childhood fantasy. You grew up watching Bozo,
watching the grand prize game.
And now you getting to do the dozens with Bozo, basically. It's like you cutting up on Bozo, some cool shit. Like I never thought that would have happened. Like
I was like that we got to be on camera, me and Ariana, because like they saw Ariana and started talking to her.
No, yeah, I never knew that Bozo would know who I was. It's like, who knows? Bozo. I don't know if he listens to Oz Radio when you're overnight. When Bozo knows who you are and y'all talk trash, it's like who knew?
Hilarious.
But we ready to the UFC talking about they probably gonna hold their fights with no audience now. Like I'm still getting alerts. Shout out Dana White.
Jeez.
But we can move on from the coronavirus because like we have other hot takes. The other big story like pre-coronavirus ago was like Harvey Weinstein.
Yes.
That's the big story. That would have been our lead story before Rudy Gobert changed everything. Like Weinstein, 23 years. So all the hoteps like the what about Weinstein in my Drake voice after his Meek Mill diss. I don't want to hear about this ever again.
Because he got 23 years. Bill Cosby got 3 to 5?
Something like that.
Yeah.
3 to 10, maybe, I forget. Yeah. But Cosby could technically be out in 3 years with good behavior. He's not because he says like I'm not going to be remorseful. But that's the thing with them. They want to see that. Yeah, are you remorseful? Are you sorry for your actions? He's like, I didn't do anything, so I'm not sorry. So Cosby says he's fully ready to do his full sentence. Yeah. He's not apologized. So like, but if Cosby wanted to just get out, he could just bullshit his way. I said, yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, but Weinstein, they threw 23 years at him.
Yeah.
So all that didn't work. They was like the Walker didn't work.
The heart attack.
Yeah. It didn't work. Because when he came into court on that walker, I was like, oh, come on. I was like, you're laying it on thick now. Like, I'm not saying that because he is 67, so I'm sure he has, frail and sure he has health issues, but for you to come in on a court hobbling, and prior to you coming into court, you weren't hobbling on a walker, but now you're like, you're like, oh, hacking and wheezy and...
He got the coronavirus.
Yeah, you looking decrepit. You come up there looking decrepit, and
Weinstein got it, I think.
But it's like you come up there. It's like, but clearly you were trying to gain sympathy. Clearly. But I mean, it didn't work, and they was like, nope, 23 years. They hit the gavel 23 years.
So he got 20 for the one charge, and then he got another three for the other one.
And then doesn't he still have a case somewhere else too?
It's probably more charges.
I think it's like another case that he has also that he still has.
These are consecutive too, so like the judge is not concurrent. Right. So that's a full 23. It's not overlapping where it's like really 20. It's like, it's like consecutive.
Sentences. For the people who don't know what
that means, like after you finish the 20, you still have three. Basically,
3 left to do.
That's what that means.
No concurrent sentence.
Current means it's overlap, like in Malcolm X with like Denzel and not Denzel when Malcolm and Shorty, with Red and Shorty got the count 1 8 to 10 years, count 2 8 to 10 years, and like Shorty didn't know what concurrently meant, so he passed. I said Shorty thought we had over 100 years. It's like. That just means they really just got the 8 to 10 years. It's like that's what it's all conserved concurrently. And then Shorty just passes out. Yeah, because he said Shorty thought we had over 100 years because like he didn't know what concurrently meant.
Yeah, he said until I explained to him what concurrent meant.
That means like we got all the charge, but they gonna serve together.
Right?
Yeah. The consecutive would have been like, damn, you would have had to serve each count like would have been 8 to 10 years. Then.
But some people never need to get out of jail. Some people, like certain crimes that you do, it's like you don't need to be out. You never need, like, if like for what you do, like children, if you do anything to a child, you never need to see the light of day. Yeah. Ever in life, you never need to see it.
And Harvey's old and frail. I'm pretty sure that's a life sentence for him.
23 years.
Harvey, he's going to die in jail.
He's 67 now, so.
And he's frail as hell too. Yeah. Like just had a heart attack. He just had heart surgery. So like, yeah, dude, he's never getting out of jail. He's going to die in jail.
And then, like, people always look like remorseful after. Like, people always look like, once, like, the walls finally close in on you, then people do cry and then they want to do all the...
Shout out O.J. Simpson. Yeah. So the difference between the Nicole Brown, Ron Goldman trial compared to, like, the memorabilia trial... Yeah. He had the smirk on his face after that when and Johnny Cochran patting him on the back.
Rob Kardashian is nodding and
And then with the other one, like, he's looking dumb. It's like he didn't have that smirk at that one. When both Kardashian and Cochran were dead, but they couldn't. And Shapiro said, hey, "I'm done with that.
I don't fuck with you."
Shapiro said, "Nope."
You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. Shapiro said that. But then he was looking like, what just happened?
So he didn't have a smirk that time.
He didn't have his swag then because he was all swagged out the other one.
Same like with Cosby, yeah. The mistrial. He's doing Fat Albert and said outside of the court. Yeah. It's like right after the mistrial as he's walking his way to the car. Hey.
Because that was very bizarre when he did that. I thought that was very bizarre. To me, it was.
He didn't do that shit. You saw that's just the saddest mugshot in history.
Yeah, it did like hurt my heart to see that. It did. Because it's like you look at
Cosby got the saddest mugshot of all time.
Because it's like you're looking at Heathcliff Huxtable.
Cliff Huxtable, Fat Albert. We grew up on all of these shows.
Dad.
We grew up on
Yeah.
Yeah, we grew up on these shows. Like
Uptown Saturday Night.
Yeah, let's do it again. Yeah, Piece of the Action. We grew up with. And then depending on how old you are, maybe I Spy if you're like older. It's like you grew up watching all of that shit.
Yeah.
And then to see that to like that sorry ass mugshot, I'm like,
because the way he looked, it did look really sad. Mm-hmm. You did feel sorry, like the way he looked really sad, but and
who don't feel sorry for is R. Kelly.
And people's like, R. Kelly, you're dead. Like, you see, they gave Harvey Weinstein 23 years.
He's never getting out.
R. Kelly, you're dead.
There's still new charges that are coming on him. R. Kelly's never getting out. He tried to hire Michael Jackson's lawyer. Michael Jackson said, "You got to come out of that cheddar." He said, "Yeah, if you got $400,000,
my retainer,
I got you." Yeah,
I need my retainer.
So he can't even afford to pay his bail. He's like, "You ain't got that money." Hey, he tried to hire the dude that got Michael Jackson's lawyer for his trial. R. Kelly tried to get the dude was like, "Yeah, I'll be your lawyer. You come up for that cheddar. Got that $500,000 retainer. Yeah, I got you, Rob."
Because lawyers are high.
Especially them good ones like that. It's like,
because you gotta have a good retainer. You gotta have that.
I think the dude wanted like $400,000. Shit. Then R. Kelly tried to start a GoFundMe for the shit like that.
How many people I need to donate to? some stands.
Oh yeah. Like the chick that paid his child support. Then she tried to get the money back later. You knew he was broke. He can't pay you back. He's broke.
We talked about how they took his money.
Yeah, he's actually broke.
How his
he lost his publishing.
Like
all
you
of that.
said, the shady part of the music industry when people lose their publishing and
Rob can't read, so he probably signed away his publishing, not knowing what he was signing away.
Which is why you have to tip your hat to people who have their publishing rights. Like Rihanna owns her rights.
Yeah,
Rihanna owns hers. Sierra owns hers because her husband, that's what he got for Christmas. Yeah, he brought her rights for her. Yeah. So, I mean, you tip your hat to people who own their rights. So, I mean, you think about like on certain commercials, like you see these like which car is still being used in commercials. The Return of the Mac is still being used.
Whoever owns that publishing is getting paid because you get paid for like licensing music.
Exactly.
Like the rights to license me. Like if you see a movie and that song is in it, like that's publishing. That whoever owns, not even necessarily the artist, like whoever owns the publishing, they get paid for that. Yeah.
And you think about like all these songs that are played every year and just played in certain things, and then it's like that artist, like you may have only been a one hit wonder, but it's like you're not getting no money from this because it's like you don't own your rights. You don't own the
publishing, yeah.
So you getting nothing.
It's like a good one that I forgot who owned the publishing to this song for years, but now they don't because the court said "Miss Me" with that bullshit. It was a Happy Birthday song. I forgot who actually owned that. I could look it at the Happy Birthday. We could sing it now because they don't own it. Happy Birthday to you. Before we'd have been sued for that shit. Like Michael Buffer's bitch ass. Like he owned Buffer. Yeah. But yeah, before that's why Ben Higgins had that lame ass Happy Birthday song. Yeah. And like why you wouldn't see it much in movies, and if you did, they had to pay like whoever owned it until like that. I think they got sued by somebody, and then they said, "You know what? You can't have that's public domain. You can't own that."
And then we just did the Black people stuff. Happy birthday to you, Black people. We do that. Yeah.
I wonder if Stevie owns a publishing that, but yeah, like that's ours.
Black people, we do that.
That's the hood. That should be public domain. Sorry, Stevie.
Yeah.
You can't see that.
Like all of the Nutcracker is public domain. That's why
all Christmas music is for the most part is public domain.
So you hear the dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
Like we can all sing "Let It Snow," like all of that. Like all the Christmas music being and Santa Claus is coming to town. Nobody owns those songs like anybody can. So that's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we're ready to wrap this up.
Yes.
I had to talk about Harvey Weinstein.
Yes, we did for you.
For the Hoteps.
Bill Cosby. What about Harvey Weinstein?
Sorry, Snoop Dogg, but there you go.
There's Harvey Weinstein.
And we got the coronavirus, but I think she's looking real frail right now. I think he got that shit. Let's wrap this up and get the hell up out of here. Appreciate you supporting Not Another Damn Podcast. You want to support us further? Here's what you can do. Like our Facebook fan page, Not Another Damn Podcast. Also subscribe, share, rate, review on all the platforms. You got Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What's good, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
You also got your Amazon Alexa devices and YouTube. Audio only, video coming soon, meaning eventually. I know we are going to get video. I'm working on that right now.
Yeah,
I'll tell you about that after we wrap this up. But I had a conversation with somebody, so it's coming. You can also follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. And OzRadio.net. Work in progress. Coming soon. I can't say I had a meeting about that. Well, I'm working on it. And that's the current hits. If you like the 90s and 2K classics, I'll send you the link to OzRadio.net. The bomb.
And you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram and Twitter. Also, STR8GULLEY1 on Twitter.
Yep.
STR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. New ones coming soon, meaning eventually.
Yes.
And for your video production needs, check out straightgullysproductions.com.
There it is. I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.